Hey there everyone, all the techies and data enthusiasts there. Welcome back to another video of Python series. So guys, in today's video, we are going to discuss about the scope of variables in Python. So there are mainly, you all guys know like two scopes, like a local scope of variable and global scope of variable. There is one more scope of variable which is very interesting. So I guess many of them don't know about that. Today we will be discussing about that in this particular video. So you want to know which is that particular scope? Stay tuned till the end of this particular video. Once we cover the global scope, the next topic will be related to that particular scope only. So guys, now let's not waste our time. Let's get started. Do like, share and subscribe the channel and make sure to share this video with your friends. So now let's get started. So guys, here you all can see the definition, scope of variable. Scope of variable determines a part of program where the variables can be accessed and modified. A particular variables can be accessed and modified. Okay. Python variables can have local and global scope. There is one more type of scope called non-local scope, which is not related to both of this. We will discuss about that also in this particular video. First, let us go with local scope. What is local scope of variable? Local scope of variable is nothing but whatever variables which are defined inside a particular function that can be accessed only within that function. You cannot access that outside that particular function. So function, if you are hearing this for first time, guys, make sure to check out Python video 17. There I have explained about functions, because without knowing functions, upcoming topics and even this topic is very difficult to understand. Okay. So here you have some examples to define what exactly it is. We will go on with this. Before that, let me just create a notebook so that you guys don't get confused. So this is Python video 19, right? So new API kernel. So all these particular notebooks will be available in this video description at the link. Make sure to check out and make sure to subscribe the channel and let me know what next topic should I cover. And here is an interesting announcement to you all. There is an upcoming series called Django using generative AI, where we will be working on generative AI projects using Django. So it's going to be a very interesting series where you will be learning both Django and generative AI, like about LLMs, RAG, fine tuning, and how can you build a production level application. I'll be showing you all even an end-to-end production level application. So guys, let me just copy this out. Python 19. Okay, so let me just add out this one here. So if you want that soon, then make sure to comment below you want that particular series soon, and then I'll come up with that series. So local scope, let me copy all this. You will be having a clear definition in this notebook only then. Okay. So now let's go with this code. So first I'll write def. Instead of greet, I'll write sub. Okay. SUBS. Okay, subs, and inside this I can write, now you can see a message, and then we are printing the message. That's all. M is equals to hello subscribers. Okay, now print M. Oh, so this function is done here. You can see. Now if you want to call this function, how you will call it? So if you see here how it is mentioned, just call that particular function directly. So for that, what I'll do is subs and open and close run. So I'll get this output directly. You can see here, this is the function name, right? So we are calling this directly. Now if I try to call message, so we are trying to call message, right? So if I try to print here directly, print yum, then it will throw me an error. See here, name yum is not defined, or name error, because this particular yum, whatever is defined and whatever is mentioned inside this, that is only for this particular function. You cannot access it outside. Okay, I hope you are getting this, guys. Now that is what this local scope of variable mainly defines. Okay, so here you have another example as well. So you can see here def addition. Okay, this is addition. Okay, I'll directly write this code out. Def add. Okay, and here, okay, inside this we need to define the variables a comma b. So I'll use a comma b. Then what we are having, result is equals to a plus b. Result is equals to, let's make it a bit interesting. Instead of writing adds, that example is already there. Multiplication a asterisk b. Now what I'll do, I'll return. So where is the return statement? It is at the same place. Okay, return result. Now if I run this function is running right now. So now what we have to do, we have to call this particular function multip, and if I run, see, I'll get one error. Why this error? Why this error? We are getting type error. We are getting that multip is missing two required positional arguments. So we have defined a and b as our input variable, but we have not given that, we have not assigned that. That's the reason we are getting this error. Okay, here you can call it, because here if you see we haven't defined anything and it's just a print statement. We are just calling out some string. We are not doing any logical code here. We are just calling out this particular string. We are just storing it in a variable and we are calling out. But here we are working with logic, right? A multiplied by b, a need to be multiplied by b, right? So what should be our a value? So I can give 8 comma 8. I should get 64 as the answer. 8 8s are 64. Okay, multiplication. Now if I try to directly print result was there, right? Let me print. See, result is not defined. You cannot access this particular code, whatever you have written inside this particular logic, that is inside that only. You cannot access it outside. That is called local scope of variable. I hope you are getting this, guys. So with these two easy examples, you got it, I guess. When you're working on a production level code or when you're writing a big logic, you will automatically get it. Let's go with global scope now. So what is global scope? Global scope is nothing but it is just reverse of local scope, you can say. In local scope you cannot access it outside, but in global scope you can access that particular variables outside the function. So I'll show that here one by one example. See here how it is. So let me type GSCP, global scope. Okay, I mean please subscribe. Okay, now what we will do, we will create a function def, and what was the function name? Let me give a unique function name def, and then we are accessing outside, right? Outside. And now what we will do here it is greet only, but I have given a unique function name outside and print GSCP. See, I done. Now if I want, I can print this now outside OUTSID outside. If I run this, you can see it. It is actually taking this outside variable input and it is printing out here. Now if I print only GSCP, it will work. Print why? Because here what we are doing, we are not defining the code. So if you see here, we have defined the logic completely inside the function itself. We are not defining it outside. So here in global scope, what we are dealing, we are giving the directly the logic outside and we are just calling this here. So this is how we access the global function. So let me give you another example. You will get a better understanding. See, a return is equals to 0. In this way also you can get it. So the result is equals to 0. You can get this as well. Wait, let me just make it a bit better right now. This I'll define as example 2. Okay, now here we'll go with this particular code, example 2 code. Okay, so yeah, this is not aligned properly. Okay, everything should come here. I guess this both will come here only. Yeah, these both are actually logics. Okay, you can give them at a next line as well. So I can click here to add a cell. I'll paste it here. And now if you see here, result is equals to 0. Def add numbers a comma b global. So this global is actually a inbuilt keyword. Even you have some keyword called local as well. No, local is not there, only global is there. Okay, only global keyword is there. Local, yeah, locals is there. It is locals. Okay, that's fine. Local variable, you already know that you will be defining inside that, so it's not a big deal. Let me run this project. So now you can see here, if you run that, also same result. If you run that, you will get the output outside the variable. If you run that, you are just getting it as a return result, or sorry, only result here. And let me just add here print. Yeah, that print statement was actually missing. You can see here now. I'm getting this one output as this one. If you want, you can add your print, or you can even give it directly a return result. Same answer will come. Okay, so this is how actual global statement or global scope of variable works. Okay, non-local scope. The non-local keyword is used to work with variables inside nested function where the variable should not be in local or in global. So for example, here you can see a def outer function. So outer variable we have mentioned here, I am outside, and def inner function, non-local we are calling here outer variable, and outer variable is equals to I am inside. Now inner function, if we are trying to print, and print outer variable, inner function and outer variable and outer function. So what this will do, this all will print the same thing. Let me just go ahead and add up this code there. Okay. This is not used much, but this is just for your understanding. I am telling you all. So this particular function or methodology is not that helpful as well. No worries. If you understood this, it's fine. Why it is printing inside? Okay, so outer function, this is our outer function, right? When we are trying to access this, what it is doing, it is actually using the nested function and non-local, and because of that it is printing this inside this logic, I am inside. If you use inner function also, same thing will happen. Okay, inner function is not defined, so it's a def function, it's non-local, we have mentioned it. So it's a def function, that's the reason it's not defined. Normally this function is nested function of this, right? So this is the main key function which we need to use. Okay, this is the nested inside function which is written and using which we are able to call this variable. Okay, so this is not much used, don't worry. So if you just try to refer this document, you will get it. And there are some real world examples here as well in this document. You all can have a look and give a try on it. It's very easy to understand. So that's all guys for today. I'll again meet you all in our next video, that is lambda function, and very soon the generative AI using Django course or Django course. Okay.